Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
She can't do nothing to me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Blake Damon here, and today I'm playing tank at King's Row. I'm playing Zarya at the moment, only because we have a Genji. And I think it's always nice to support your Genji with bubbles when they're diving the enemy.
This girl would just eat my balls. Healing ya. The pylon is behind you.
Sniper, be ready.
The pylon is at the hotel if you need, like, just back out here.
Oh shit.
What? They have May, careful.
Ready for action. Enemy!
The pylon's behind the gate if you need healing.
Better.
Here.
Thank you, because they're not going past this gate.
All in the world. Yeah, I don't have.
So that Ramatra change was really good. The enemy tank was a D.Va earlier, which isn't really gonna work against a Zarya, because unfortunately D.Va's defense matrix doesn't really do anything against Zarya's beam. D.Va's matrix can only eat Zarya's right click, which is a projectile, and her ult, which comes out like the right click, like a projectile. But as you probably noticed, I don't really use my right click or my ult very often. I'm usually just trying to beam the enemy team, which made it difficult for the D.Va to do anything against me. Ramatra, however, has a shield, and he's able to pop that up and stop my beam, so it makes it difficult for me to damage anyone through it. So yeah, a good change and an excellent way to deal with Zarya. Yeah, if you're Zarya and you're in a Mei ult, try and use your bubble at the very last moment, just before you freeze, while trying to leave the ult, because it helps give you that extra couple of meters that you might need to leave the ult. Where I was, I probably would have been okay with bubbling earlier, but if you're closer to the middle, then you might find that this trick helps.
Don't get walled up. I'm dead.
I think I died there because I got a little bit too focused on the supports. As you can see, I'm just focused on trying to get rid of the Moira, that I didn't even pay attention to the Bastion that was right there. I think I really should have been focusing the Bastion first, because he's the real danger. He's a little bit OP at the moment, especially with his turret form. It's a lot of damage that my bubble cannot deal with. So I think Zarya's bubble got recently buffed from 200 to 225 health, I think. But Bastion, in his turret form, can deal 360 damage per second. My bubble is not going to survive that. They're not going to get through here. Put the Here's a great example of how effective Zarya's bubbles are against Bastion. You just saw me use 2 and neither lasted a second. So the only way to deal with Bastion that I can see as Zarya is to use natural cover. Because that's what I feel is probably the only thing that Bastion can't destroy. So I'd have to hide in natural cover while Bastion is in turret form, and then quickly focus him down while turret form is in cooldown. I feel like this is the only way a Zarya can really deal with him. So what I'm basically saying is I feel like Bastion needs to be nerfed. Damn it.
Ready for action.
Unfortunately, this street has no cover, which means that I only had one bubble to cover me against the Bastion. And as we've discussed previously, Zarya's bubble is decorative against the Bastion. Not even Moira's ult could out-heal Bastion's damage. Just for fun, I actually had a look at Zenyatta's ult on Overwatch Wiki, and apparently Transcendence heals at a whopping 300 health per second, and even that isn't strong enough to out-heal Bastion's damage at 360 damage per second. Yeah, I rest my case, Bastion really needs that nerf.
Oh, I don't have DPS for you.
I literally just walked out of spawn and then died to Bastion again. But I've used up my ult and now would be a good time to change.
Island position.
Oh my god, I hope I change. Oh, I do. Oh, thank god. It's important to change when it's not working. Honestly, I feel like I should have changed earlier. It obviously wasn't working with Zarya, but for some reason I stuck with it, hoping for a different result every single time, which incidentally is actually the definition of insanity. So yeah, I was definitely insane for not changing earlier. Don't be like me, and change as soon as it's pretty clear that it's not working. Playing with Reinhardt against Bastion seems to be working. According to Overwatch Wiki, Reinhardt's shield has 1,400 barrier health. So against a Bastion in turret form, that lasts just under 4 seconds, which is much better than Zarya's bubble, which doesn't even last 1 second. So yeah, I think this is a really good change. I really should have done this earlier. Anyway, better late than never, I guess.
Enemy contact.
Oh. May behind. Just be careful, there's May behind.
Yeah, I died to the Bastion again. That was definitely my fault. I got a little bit carried away with trying to eliminate the Bastion. I was just so desperate with trying to get rid of him that I went in too deep. So don't do what I did. Don't get too thirsty. Keep an eye on your health and make sure you stay alive.
Go! You actually pushed them away.
Oh my god! That was stressful.
Okay, I think that's it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.